Every year, the Institute for Economics and Peace releases their Global Peace Index report. According to this report, Sudan and South Sudan are consistently ranked amongst the top 10 most dangerous countries in the world.
The U.S. Department of State has asked people not to travel to Sudan due to crime, terrorism, civil unrest, armed conflict, and kidnapping.
The state's final warning of kidnapping brings us to a very specific problem, and that is the amount of women and children who have been abducted from South Sudan, trafficked to North Sudan, and forced to become slaves to Islamic masters.
In the G20 report of the International Eminent Persons Group, they stated that the majority of the abductions were carried out by the Mujahideen, a proxy militia group of Arab herdsmen fighting for the northern Sudanese government.
According to the CEAWC, over 35,000 Sudanese women and children still remain in bondage in northern Sudan. Sadly, no consistent process of returning these women and children to their families has been instituted, which stems from the extreme danger of traveling to Sudan.
In 2011, the Wall Street Journal introduces us to the story of ACHOL DENG, a young Sudanese woman who was taken to the north as a slave and 15 years later liberated by the CEAWC. Dr. John EIBNER testified before Congress stating, ACHOL was forced to serve a master in the north. She was threatened with death.
She was gang raped, genitally mutilated, forced to convert to Islam, renamed Mariam, and was racially and religiously insulted. She lost the sight in one eye when her master thrashed her face with a camel whip for failing to perform correctly Islamic rituals. This mother of four said she saw two of her children beaten to death for minor misdemeanors. She lost the use of one of her arms when her master took a machete to it because she failed to grind grain properly. The now dissolved Committee for the Eradication of the Abduction of Women and Children, over 35,000 slaves from northern Bahr el-Ghazal alone remain in bondage.
Under one word, they call me Abed. Whoever is skin dark, whether Muslim or Christian, she or he is Abed.
ACHOL, what would you say you still hold hope for?
I pray every day that the thousands upon thousands of women who are still enslaved in North Sudan are returned home to their families.
If you could tell the world one thing, what would it be?
That we can't forget. We cannot forget about them.
I was fetching water late one day. I heard them come, I couldn't run away. They took my body red that day, but my mind rose up, I floated away. See, there's a million girls just like me, without a voice, without a dream. How do we pierce our voices through to educate a new worldview? You may say I cannot do it, but I scream, watch me fly now. The world may yell those words out loud, but I can't let this pass me by. And if you cannot see my truth, well, I say, watch me fly now. I cannot be the girl who does not try. Oh, no, I'm not flying blind. We are standing here today, a better world we negotiate. For equality cannot wait, only halfway there, better accelerate. Come on, ladies. And Dr. King's dream is inside me. He's got my back in it's only time. I wanna be where progress lies. The word
at this point in the journey. A survivor. The human spirit, when it needs to be, is remarkably strong. Women, we are strong. We are strong. We are strong.
It's insane, the stone has flown away. And moving forward, I will redefine every moment and make it mine. Watch me fly, watch me fly, watch me fly, watch me fly, watch me fly.
We support each other, yeah.
The eminent persons proposed a comprehensive policy for eradicating slavery and stated, eliminating the abuses described in this report will require major political initiatives on the part of both the government of Sudan and of the SPLM-SPLA. Failure to eradicate slavery with all its overtones of racism and religious bigotry will leave Sudan a deadly cancer, destroying possibilities of reconciliation and undermining chances of sustainable peace and stability for the new state of southern Sudan.